Hey guys, welcome back to the second video of the Tech Archaeologist channel, and here we are going to explore a little bit more about Ubuntu. Last time I showed you how to install it, now a little bit further with the interface. So this is just the basic interface. As you can see, once you log in you come up to this screen. So there are majorly three components on this screen. One is this top bar, which you can see, which is completely black, or it is non-transparent. Then there is this transparent bar, which is called the navigation pane essentially. And then there are these folders here, okay, which are there on your desktop. So it's pretty much like Windows. It's just that the one bottom bar on Windows is split into two bars here. And what this means is, so we have exactly, so one folder. So this is called our home folder, and this is, of course, as you know, the trash or recycle bin. So this also, it's actually essentially links to a folder. So the top bar, as we can see here, we can see our date, time, etc. We can just click on it. We open our calendar, and then we have, of course, on the right side we have a lot of the control menus, which you can adjust the speaker, how loud your speaker is, how loud your microphone is. You can go into the settings, lock your PC, power off your PC, etc. So just clicking on settings, we will open our settings, and the settings allow for lots of customizations. And in fact, sometimes there may come up things which you didn't know were there on your PC or on your laptop wherever you're installing this. So it's like Windows never showed them, but Linux tends to pick up on these small things and show them to you. So you can tweak them to have a better grasp, or make your system more comfortable for you to use. So, and the last on this left is called activities. So activities shows up all what you have opened up, all the different applications which are currently running. So this is, of course, our OBS Studio, which I am using to record this video. And now let's say I open Firefox. So yeah, the left window, the left pane, as we saw here, it is still visible now. We'll just press escape, and yeah, so this is the navigation pane, and it has the the most common options. For example, this is your web browser. So Firefox is a common browser of choice for most Linux installations. And then this is Thunderbird, which is just a mail client, so you can just open it up, and it may take some time here. I don't know how long it will take. It needs to do some configuration the first time, and then you just log into your email, and that's it. It will show your email here. There is no need or reason to open the browser. So yeah, as you can see, your name, your email, your password, it will ask you for, and then it will just display the entire thing here. Of course, it works something like a browser. And yeah, so the important thing is this is also by Mozilla, so it is an open source software. Then there is files is similar to Explorer or this PC as we know it on Windows. And we can see here it shows us the various folders available. There is music, then there is pictures, then public, snap, etc., videos. So if you have any videos, etc., you can store them here, etc. Then we come to rhythm. Rhythm is it's a music player, so any mp3 files you have, you can just play using rhythm. Libreoffice Writer is similar to Word, and in fact there are a lot of them. So I say lib, yeah. So as soon as I say this, there are 4 of them which are most common. So Draw is, of course, similar to Paint on Windows. Calc is similar to Excel, so you have your sheets and you have most of your formulae. Or Writer is for Word, and Impress, which is for PowerPoint. So let's open Writer, and you will see that it's very similar to Word. Means there will be a slight learning curve, but if you know what each option does and you know what the general symbols stand for, then this should be very easy. And in fact, you can also open files made in Word here, and I believe the other way around is also possible on newer versions of Word. But I would advise that while saving, you will get this option. So let's say this is some XYZ document, and now I want to save. Okay, so when it's saving, it will show me this file. So here now I have to select where I want to save. Let's say documents. Let's say the name of the file on the top here is XYZ, just as the contents. and here it will give us an option on what you want to use as the file format. So yeah, so lots of file formats are present. I would advise that if you're going to be shifting with Word or working with someone who's using Word, then I will advise this docs or doc format to be used. And in general, just save any file in that format, because maybe sometime you may need to work with someone on Word, because Word is very popular. But from Word, you make some changes on Word, someone makes some changes and send it to you, you will be able to open it here, and as long as it's saved in this format, they will be able to open it there. And I just click save, and yeah, so ask when not saving in ODF format. So yeah, so I will always keep this on, so I'll say use Word format, and that's it, done. And you can see it up here that the name has come up, xyz.docs. We close this here, and after that we have Ubuntu Software. So Ubuntu Software is the popular way of installing Ubuntu. Software is on Ubuntu. So the thing is that numerous, how can I say it? Yeah. So numerous categorized and people who have used these different softwares on this particular platform. So there are databases of this stuff with Ubuntu. That is Canonical, that is who is the maker of Ubuntu, and they provide you this software which allows you to graphically view and install. So I can just click Kdenlive is a video editing software, and I just say install, and it will begin installing without any issues. Help, of course, is different stuff. I've never used help till today actually, but yeah, means if you are not getting something etc., I generally go directly to the web, never use this guide. But this is an important guide for those of you who are new. If you're comfortable with this, you can use this. The GNOME, what is GNOME? GNOME is this desktop environment actually is called GNOME. So how it is like, you have your processor, and then on your processor you have this code running, okay, which means it's majorly your operating system. Now the operating system does not by default create all this graphical interface, this wonderful cheetah like looking or how can I say it, animative picture etc. So all of this is rendered by a desktop interface, okay, it's called a GUI, graphical user interface, and that is what is GNOME here. So on your operating system GNOME is running, and GNOME provides you, it's like a interface to the operating system. So you click on something and it retrieves the files from the operating system. It just says ki, oh, what all is there in this, and then it will display that here. That is how it works. And then lastly, of course, OBS Studio. So anything we open here, you will see a small orange dot here which says that one window of whatever that is open. So we can see it. I have opened this, I close it, and let's say I open something else. I want to do settings. Oh, before that, yeah, so the activities will just show you what all is open. So now only one window is there, there might be more. On the right side in activities we have different desktops. This is a power user kind of application actually. So let's say you are running something here, this is your work stuff, and then you want to do something personal. So it's better that you change the desktop instead of messing up everything here, so much stuff open etc. So when you're here and you use your keyboard shortcut, especially what is that keyboard shortcut, Alt Tab. So when I use Alt Tab to switch, then let's say I open Rhythm Box, and when I use Alt Tab to switch, it will only allow me to switch with windows which applications which are open on this desktop environment. So I cannot, you see here I can see only this. But when I, let's say, go back to my first desktop, and here I have only OBS Studio, I close OBS Studio, and now I say Alt Tab and I keep Alt pressed, okay, I do not leave Alt. So then it will show me which all see Windows applications are open on this desktop, and now I can see only OBS, but Rhythm Box is still running. You can see the dot here, but it's running on the other desktop. Okay, so and lastly on the navigation pane we have this show applications button. So this is just like your Windows button where it shows you a menu of, instead of frequent you just say all, and then you can see all your applications there. And it's quite a bit like iOS or Android, this kind of menu. And you can just type search up here. I want to go to settings, and I have settings. I just click enter, and settings is open. So I'm currently, as you know, on my first desktop. We will check that I'm on my first desktop. Yeah. So you see this orange color highlight which shows up, it shows that you're on your first desktop. And as soon as you add a second desktop or as you open something on the second desktop, a third one shows up, just so that you have more working space. So now, as I say, as soon as I click activities, I can see what all is here. Another way of opening activities is just pressing the Windows button. One click of the Windows button, activities is open. And we have, of course, OBS Studio and settings. So I come to settings. Settings allow me to change many things. In fact, some stuff which you may not have known is there in your laptop or PC might show up when you install Linux. So it provides you with better you can customizability, which allows you to make your system how you want. So we are currently on standard. If I say dark, yeah, you see immediately we have switched to dark mode. And yeah, I prefer this at in fact I prefer this at all hours, because generally the room is not very brightly lit. Yeah, that's it. So guys, this will be the end of this video. We don't want it to go on for too long. You can already see it's been 11 minutes, and stop recording.